Hi folks, don't know if you've saw the Sunday Herald today. If you haven't, go and check it out. Summer of Independence, back in town. Time for the carnival to kick right off once again. Here we come. We're about to convert everyone who voted no over to yes. We're going to use our charm and our powers of persuasion, and there is a pull-out quote on the front page of Alan Cumming attributing Brexit exclusively to stupid English people. Hashtag fail. Couple of questions. Is it a direct quote? Is it something that's been paraphrased? If it's been paraphrased in order to sell the front page, who are we trying to sell the front page to where you can actually just use the phrase stupid English people? If it's not paraphrased and it's a direct quote, does Alan Cumming believe all people who voted for Brexit, i.e. leave, does he believe all people who voted leave are stupid? Or is it just English people? Hello, Alan. I'm Loki. I once broke the fourth wall during your one-man performance of Macbeth, and personally, I think that your decision to insist on playing all of the characters yourself was stupid, and more stupid than voting leave, to be perfectly frank. It was me, I opened a can of cider. I remember it just echoing through the auditorium. It was really awkward. I'm a recovered alcoholic. Anyway, I think that it might be a wee bit controversial to blame Brexit just on stupid English people in light of the fact that loads of Scottish people voted to leave as well, and just under a third of the Yes movement, around 400,000 people, voted to leave the EU as well. And that one of the biggest contributing factors to people lashing out against the status quo was because of this tone in papers like the Sunday Herald and from successful people like Alan Cumming, who speak often from a detached, unearned, moral high ground about values like tolerance and social justice and patience and this and that and the next thing. But they do that from ideologically gated, economically insulated, culturally stable communities where people are often educated to a pretty high standard by the Sunday Herald's own definition of its readership. The people, large sections of the people who voted to leave the European Union don't have a voice in newspapers like the Sunday Herald. They don't have a voice in the creative industries. They don't have a voice in theatre. They don't have a voice in media. Which is why when people like Farage emerge or Trump in the States and talk in the I feel your pain language, these planks aren't listening to you, I'm listening to you, then that's why these people become so compelling. I respect that some people might have a slip of the tongue, and Lord do I know what it's like when a wee bit of prejudice comes at you sideways. But surely there's a bit of intervening time to reflect when you're about to publish a front page in which you go, do you know what, that quote about stupid English people probably isn't a good idea. Unless, of course, your conversation doesn't extend further than your own newsroom where that kind of shit is okay. Otherwise, it's just cynical in order to capture a certain section of the market. We saw the Theresa May front page on The National. The National, which is a platform for feminists more so than any other paper. This is yet more evidence of two cultures existing parallel to one another. And I've talked about this quite a lot, but I won't drop the C-bomb if you know what I'm saying. In these communities where people voted leave, creative industry students, younger versions of Alan Cumming, they appear from time to time. They appear from time to time to do their mediocre theatre projects, issue-based theatre. They make art out of the things that everyone's been experiencing for 30 years and the government fund them to do it, and it's all very nice and polite. And they put it on at the Glad Cafe and everybody comes down and engages in a little poverty safari. Maybe it'll get reviewed. The social science students, social workers of the future, they appear. The film studies students, they appear for the gritty cutaway footage. The journalists appear now and again when someone's been stabbed or raped or set on fire. The academics appear to extract their narrative and evidence to justify their tenures, and then they go back to their communities. That's the reality in a lot of the Brexit communities. People don't hang around for very long. They don't have a clue about the sort of daily grind and cultural strain that could be attributed to retrograde social attitudes such as racism and xenophobia. No making excuses for nutbags out there. Simply saying, if you are going to say people are stupid for voting down a system that they don't benefit from, then the person that is stupid is you. I wonder what the rest of you think. Is this the sort of tone that you want to strike when you're looking to get over 50% of the Scottish population on side for your wee referendum sequel? I know that's certainly not what I want to see. If we're getting the band back together, we might want to make sure that we don't run around using phrases like stupid English people. Wonder what you thought. Leave some comments. Thanks very much. Cheers. Bye.